Good morning or afternoon, music technology classes. We're going to review the stuff we did last week to set up for the next project. So it's scales leading to chords, and that's how music theory works. Then we're going to write some songs. So here we go. I'm going to do one, you're going to do two. That'll be the assignment. I'll do a fairly difficult one. I'm going to do E major. So E major. So the way music works is when you're going to write a song, first you pick a key. Then you figure out the notes that are in the scale of that key. Then you figure out the chords that are in that key. Then you sit down at a keyboard of some sort or whatever instrument you play and you mess around until you find something you like. So we start with the scale. Gotta have a treble clef first, unless you are a bass clef person, but you gotta have a clef. E is the first line. Elephant's got big dirty feet, so we start there. Now we gotta do whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step, starting on E. So we need a piano, which is down here. So we start on E. Whole step is first. Skip the white key, land on the black key. Oh crap, the first note is a black key. So we gotta figure out. F is the next letter of the alphabet. It is to the right of F, so it is F sharp. So put sharp here. F sharp. Now we are on F sharp. We need a whole step. Skip the white key, land on the next black key. Since we already had one sharp, everything in this key has to be sharps, because rule 2 is can't have sharps and flats together. So that makes this G sharp. Now we need a half step. Half step up from G sharp is this white key, called A. Great. Now we need a whole step. I'll put in my little brackets here so we can keep track of this. Whole step, half step. All right. Whole step up from A, skip the black key, is B. That's a whole step there. Great. Then a whole step up from B, skip C, land on the black key. That's going to be C sharp. Sharp C is how you write that. Great. Now I'm on C sharp and I need a whole step. Skip the white key, land on the black key. That's going to be D sharp. D sharp. And then at the end, I need a half step. A half step above D sharp is this white key, which is E, which is where we started, which means we did it correctly, because of course we did. So there's my E major scale. E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, D sharp, E. Great. Now I'm going to number these notes with scale degrees that you've seen in videos by me and other people. So that's number 1. That's going to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. And I use Arabic numerals. In music, we use Arabic numerals for individual notes in a key, and we use Roman numerals for chords. So just off to the right, I'm now going to put Roman numeral 1. Roman numerals mean triads, which are 3-note chords going every other note from the scale, which we went over last week. So we're going to do that. We're going to do the 3 primary triads, which we saw in a video last week. 1 chord, 4 chord, and 5 chord. So the way we do the 1 chord, Roman numeral 1, we go to the first note of the scale, and we take every other note. So it's going to be 1, 3, and 5 stacked on top of each other like a snowman. And they're all going to be all lines or all spaces. And the only trick is you got to check for sharps and flats. G is sharp. So E, G sharp, and B, which is 1, 3, and 5, looks like a snowman, line, line, line. That's the 1 chord. Here's how it sounds. So I'm going to play the scale first. E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, D sharp, E. First note, third note, fifth note. 1 chord, and so we can see it better. There they are. Some of you are probably using, smartphones for this, where you gotta like poke at it this way. Like, this is not a piano class. However you get the 3 notes down. There's my 1 chord. Great. 4 chord, Roman numeral 4, means 3 notes starting on the 4th note of the scale. So I go to 4, which is A, and it's gonna go 4, and then 6, and then 1. So 4 is A, 6 is C sharp, and 1 is E. 1 up top there. 4, 6, and 1. Great. That sounds like this. 4, 6, 1 is A, C sharp, and E. Great. 5 chord is going to be every other note starting on 5, and this gets slightly weird. If I'm in my scale on 5, and I go 5, 7, the next note in the chord is going to be 2, because check this out. The scale goes on into infinity in both directions like a line in geometry class. So if we go back down to the piano here, I'm going to play you the actual E major scale, starting here. It goes like this. No, it doesn't. forever and ever and ever. And it also goes this way. Forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. So we're only looking at one part of it. So to do the 5 chord every other note, it's going to be 5, 7, and 2, because you skip 1, and it goes on forever. So the next note in the scale is F sharp, which is 2 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. So the 5 chord is 5, 7, and 2, which is B, D sharp, and F sharp. 5, 7, 2. And if we go back down the keyboard, here's what that looks like. B, D sharp, F sharp. That is my 5 chord. Same as this. And here. And here. And up here. Right? Every 5, 7, and 2 in the universe is the 5 chord. So here's 1 chord, 4 chord, 5 chord, which looks like this. 1 chord, 4 chord, 5 chord. 1 chord again. And we can do that forever. So here's what you're doing for your assignment. You're going to do 2 more of these. 2. So you're going to need to start with a clef. You can draw this on a sheet of paper. I assume that you don't have staff paper at home. Doesn't matter. You can take regular notebook paper and isolate the lines. However you want to do this, you can like take a ruler and make yourself a staff. I don't care. But you're going to do treble clef, and you're going to do F major. And then you're going to do another one. And you're going to do, let's say, A major. And when you do these, one thing to bear in mind, you are going to get to the top of the staff, and you're going to run out of staff. It's going to have to keep going. To review from previous weeks with ledger lines, I'll do this over here. This note here is an F. That's on a line. The next note is going to be a space note, and it sits there on top of the staff. That's a G. Then the next, it goes line, space, line, space. So line, space. The next one's going to be on a floating line called a ledger line, which also goes all the way up to infinity. That's going to be an A. Then this is going to be a B in the ledger space, and so on and so forth. This note right here exists. F would be here. G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D. That is a D. And it's like, you know, an octave of it. My piano doesn't have that note. It would be right here. Anyway, that's the thing. So to do the A major scale, you're going to have to use ledger lines a little bit. So what you're going to do is you're going to draw the scale. Then you're going to do the 1 chord, the 4 chord, and the 5 chord. If we were still at school, I have worksheets that look exactly like this that, you know, you can get on music theory websites. I don't know if everybody has access, so this is what we got. So you're going to write out the scale here, 1 chord, 4 chord, 5 chord. However you need to do that. F major, A major, that's your assignment for today. Then we're going to get into some GarageBand, BandLab stuff. Everybody stay safe, be healthy, play some music. Good luck out there. Bye.